Hello everyone, this is DT Gaming, and this is going to be a simple Dota 2 tutorial. Now, I'm not going to show you how to download the game. It's simple, it's through Steam. Just download Dota 2, go into the arcade section, and Dota Auto Chess will be right here. So, firstly, when you're trying to get into a game here, you'll have this accept screen roll over and over again. Now, what I do is I don't even click accept until I notice that everybody else hit accept, because it's just going to keep rolling through as people are opting out of the queue. So if that accept prompt stays up for 30 seconds or something, you know that everybody else in your group has accepted. So it's just going to keep rolling through, and eventually you'll get into a game. So this exception prompt is sticking around for a little bit, so I'll hit accept and see everything's green. So I'd rather not just click accept over and over again. So it's kind of, it's not tricky to get into a game, but it is, sometimes it's time consuming. Like, you're playing with people all over the world from China or Greece, so if they're on your server, they're not really loading up very quickly. And basically this is the load up screen. So once you get through this screen, then you'll be in the game loading queue. So there's a lot of queues here, but eventually you will get in. So sometimes when that queue comes up, somebody will drop out, and then you got to go through the queue once again. Now, if you're having too much problems with this queue because people are dropping out, you can decline the match yourself and then re-queue up, and sometimes it kind of fixes that redundant accept. So once that screen is completed loading up, you can see that I'm ready, and here's a countdown for everybody else to queue up or load up that screen. So you'll find that even after going through all that crap, other people might not load up, and then you got to go through it all over again. So like I said, this is the most frustrating part of the game, but once you're in, you're in. So it is what it is. One more to load. Come on, you got 30 seconds. All right, we're actually going to play the game. And then once again, you have another loading screen. But this guy right here, he's the leader of the party. He can pick to start the game within 3 seconds by locking in down here. I don't know if he knows that or he's not paying attention, but come on, press the button. Now I'm going to cut this all out, but this was like 5 minutes of me just cycling through the queues just to try to get into the game. But once you get to this screen, you're in no matter what. Here we go. I've never had this screen recycle like this. Somebody must have moved over to the unassigned players and then back, and it resets this loading screen. Like, see that? This brawler, what an asshole. Oh shit. I just spilled coffee all over myself. Oh god. Well, at least it smells good. Smell like coffee. Oh, well, I'm wearing brown pants too, so it's not gonna stain. My dog is helping me clean it up. Good boy. This brawler is gonna do it again. What a bastard. Okay, we finally get in. So this is Dota Auto Chess. Now, basically what's going on here is this screen pops up with 5 choices, and you have a set amount of gold that you start with, and you want to select different pieces that synergize with each other. So this mech is gonna, goblin mech will synergize with other goblin mechs, ogres with ogres. There's not many ogres, but druids with druids, and you'll see as we play along. So I'll start with the Ogre Magi. So the Ogre Magi is a fairly strong starting piece. It doesn't really have many synergies, though it is a mage, but I don't really want to go mages early. It is strong enough to kill these creeps. So the first 3 rounds, you'll be fighting creeps. You won't be fighting each other yet. From round 3, 4 on, so excuse me, you'll be fighting each other. So these first 3 rounds, you're just killing creeps, collecting items, and kind of building your base synergy. So a typical synergy that I go to is usually mech, but in this case, I will go for warriors. So I'll sell the Ogre Magi, and now I have 2 warriors. Right here, you'll see what these synergies actually do for you. So I have 2 orcs. So right here it says 2 orcs, all friendly. Orcs have 250 max HP. So since I have, in this case, 2 orcs, you'll see here. If you don't click on any pieces, you can see what synergies you have. In this case, I have 2 orcs, so I get 250 HP for all orcs. And my warriors, I only have 2 warriors, so I don't yet have the warrior synergy. But that synergy for 3 warriors is all friendly warriors have +5 armor. So I'm kind of looking for another warrior here. It only works if you have 3 different types of warriors. So in this case, since I have 2 axes, that's not a 3rd type of warrior. I will play the axe for now because the orc synergy still stacks on him, but the warrior synergy does not yet. So it's good to spend the money you have on pieces, just at the if you have extra money, because you want to be able to collect 3 of a kind to upgrade the unit from a 1-star to a 2-star to a 3-star, and you'll see how critical that is as we go. So what I noticed when looking up tutorials of this myself for the first time, no one was explaining the hotkeys or how to move your units around. The interface is kind of clumsy, I would say. Like, it doesn't make it simple. Like, I can't move this piece from here to here. I have to move it from here onto the board and then from the board onto here. It's kind of silly, but I think it's part of the gameplay. Since there's a timer always counting down, those seconds of moving your pieces around and reorganizing your board is critical. So you want to be able to act fast. So I'll walk through the hotkeys as we go here. So Q. Oh, it's kind of hard. Once the fighting starts, you can't move anything around. So when I go in between the battle mode and the prepare mode, I'll show you how to move things around. So this is the first round where I'm actually fighting other players and I'm losing. So you can click on their characters to see what they have. They have a Mars level 2, so he was able to collect 3 Marses. He was able to collect 3 Marses to combine into 1 stronger Mars. Just like I'll do here with my axe, you'll see. Oh, and Drow. Excuse me. Oh. So now that I have 3 axes on the board, they just combine into an axe 3. And now that I have 3 Drows, it'll be the same thing.
I've waited for this moment.
So I'm just getting a little bit stronger here. And the Lycan here is a beast and a warrior and a human. So now I have a 3 warrior synergy. 1, 2, 3. And basically I'm just building my synergies and trying to get stronger. So in order to move the pieces around, you have to click Q. It's not active right now because we're in battle mode like I explained before, but you click Q, you left click on a piece, and then you right click to where you want to move them on the board. And it feels really sloppy, but I think they're doing it purposely to kind of tax your APM during the buying stage. So let me explain this a little bit better once we get into... Oh, and I'm pressing space right now to bring up the buy menu. So the Slardar is another warrior. So what I'll do, I only have 4 pieces of 4 pieces available right now. But as you gain levels, you're allowed to put more pieces down. So right down here, you'll see what my level is. And by pressing Alt, you can see what my experience in that level is. So I need 3 more points to get to level 5. In this situation, I'm not going to change anything. This is probably the strongest synergy or combination of pieces that I have right now. Now, let me explain the gold here for a second. I have 4 gold. Every single round, my base income is 5, as you can see there. Every time I win, I get a bonus 1 gold. And if I have a winning streak, the longer my streak is, the more gold I collect. And also, in addition to that, if I had in increments of 10, you get interest on the gold that you have in your bank up to 50. So if I have 10 like I do now, you can see that yeah, I earn an interest of +1. So you want to be able to really pay attention to that and optimize your gold intake, because this is an economy based game in the end. So let's go through the hotkeys. Q moves your character around, like I was saying. If I press W and click that character or piece, it goes automatically back to the board. If I press E, that will sell the piece that I left click on. And lastly, oh no, R is not anything, excuse me. D re-rolls this buy option. I'll explain that more later. In the first stages of the game, you do not want to be re-rolling and wasting your money. Your money is critical, so you don't want to be wasting any of it. And then F is to buy experience. So for every 5 gold, you can buy 4 experience to level up your courier. So, which I did do. You might not have seen it earlier, but I did upgrade it from 4 to 5 so I can put out this lichen. So now I have, 2 lichens. So I'm still collecting Slardars. Now see, I got 7 gold, and if I wanted to collect interest, I could sell 2 Slardars. That puts me to 11. 10 is the number I'm looking for, so I can sell a Slardar and a mage and get to 10, so I can collect that extra +1 interest, which doesn't sound like much, but believe me, it does add up. In this case, I do want to collect triplets, so I'll just hold on to my mages and my Slardars and my Juggernaut here. But there is situations where it's really important. I'll also grab the Tusk here because he's a warrior. So I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing great. This is your life bar. Here's me. And basically you can see how people are doing on this right interface here. So now that I got 3 lichens, I can combine my 3 lichens into 1 level 2 lichen. And in this stage, he's pretty strong. So I'm happy about that. So when I was fighting those minions, I was able to collect these items. And when you hover over the items, they tell you what they do. So in this Void Stone, 100% of mana gained by dealing damage. Every character has a specific ultimate, and what it means by mana is the mana charged until he can, or she, or the piece can use that ultimate. So if you have a character that has a strong ultimate, you want to put this Void Stone on them, and of course every item has its own specific powers as well. So the Void Stone gives me more mana on hit. This robe gives magic resistance to the target, etc. And you can combine those items into greater items, as you'll see later on as well. So if you hover over this gold tab, you can see that you're on a winning streak or a losing streak, because you can get extra gold by being on a losing streak too. It's the game's way of balancing out the losers in most situations, because this is an RNG based game. So if they're not getting doubles and triples and good units, you kind of do get screwed. So they balance the game by giving you losing streaks. So that's a strategy as well as not only winning. So right now I just lost my winning streak. Now I get no extra gold bonus, but I got 16, so I get a little bit of interest. I'm not liking any of these characters, so I'm just gonna wait. Now I have 92 life, so I got the option to wait if I want to. So okay, so level 10 here, we're fighting creeps again. We're not fighting another player. So 1 through 3 is going to be creeps. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, they're all going to be creeps, and this is your opportunity to collect more items. And see what happened here? My Void Stone and this health ring of health. If you right click on here, you can see the combinations. They come down here. So I picked up a ring of health from one of those creeps, and I already had the Void Stone, so it combined into Perseverance, and then Perseverance will combine later into this Refresher Orb or the Battle Fury. So it's not looking too good for me right now, but at least I'm collecting enough gold. Now I'm earning more interest at least. Now warriors, they're okay. They don't deal a lot of damage. They're pretty tanky because of their synergy. And I got an orc synergy, so I got some extra life. But I think I eventually want to get out of warriors. But I don't mind going on a lose streak in this situation. Like, this guy's gonna do some serious damage to me here, but a clean lose streak without winning anything, it really does add up in gold. So my next goal here is to get to 50 gold. Once you get to 50 gold, your interest doesn't increase after that. So if you get to 60, it's not plus 6 gold, and 70 is not plus 7 gold. It's 50 is the most. Plus 5 interest is the best that it can be.
My quiver and bow are ready.
So I'll just buy what I think is gonna help me out later, and see how it goes. Now this perseverance, maybe I will put this on the Lycan, because the Lycan's ultimate's fairly strong. And I'll also give him the Blaze of Attack and just pump him up a little bit. Now, there's no way in this video that I could explain to you what all the characters do, what the best synergies are, etc, etc. That's something that you're gonna have to get through gameplay, or learn through gameplay. There's nothing I can do about that. If you want a breakdown of all the units, you can check out Amaz Hearthstone. He's got some really good videos of how he rates the units by their ability, defense, attack, ultimate, all that. And it really helped me to learn what units do what, and what synergies to build. But the best way to learn is to play. Now, I'm only a Knight 8, so I'm not a great player, but I'm pretty decent. I've definitely improved a lot recently. So in this situation, if you click this auto combination button, when I buy this orc or this ogre, the 2 plus this one will combine automatically on my bench. So it makes it a lot easier to micromanage your board, because you'll find that in the later stages of this game, it gets really difficult to micromanage everything and to keep buying stuff and selling stuff and moving stuff around and combining things. You really don't get a much time to prepare. It feels like you do, but you don't. Oh, so in this case, that troll warrior is going to be really strong for me. Now, because I just bought that troll warrior, I'm down to 28. Well, I want 30 for that extra gold, so I'm going to sell this guy and this guy. That puts me up to 30. Oh, I only needed to sell one because I won that match and won an extra gold for winning. But I sold 2 anyways. So that gold is really going to add up. Now you'll find that the stuff you sell pops up in the buy screen because we're all sharing the same units. So if I press tab, I cycle through to what everybody's playing, and I can see that this person has anti-mages and he's going druids, so it's likely that if I'm looking for a druid, that guy's looking for him too. It's going to be hard to find them.
The dusk is always ready for a fight.
Because there's only like a set value of every unit as you play. Now, because I'm explaining how to play this game as we go, it's likely that I'm not going to do very good in this game, but I'll try my best. Hopefully I can get a win in here. I'm not doing too bad. I don't mind losing. Once I get to 50, it changes, and you can see everybody's gold here. So like this guy's disconnected, that's why it's grayed out. But this guy right here, he's at 50. If you get to 50 that fast, now he can spend that money leveling up or re-rolling his board. It's quite the advantage. Like, you want to be able to save up. I'm going to buy the Disruptor here and change the Slardar out for him. I know the Slardar is a warrior, and I have a 3 warrior synergy, but the orc synergy is nice too. You'll find that it's really nice being tanky. And I'll buy the Shadow Fiend too. I'm still at 40 gold, so it's not going to cost me a gold next round. Shadow Fiend's really strong. Oh, yeah, so round 15 is 12, or is wolves, and they're assassins, so they jump to your back line. And every time I play this, I forget to move my defense's characters to the back line and my damage dealing or squishy units to the back line. Every single time I do this. In this case, it doesn't look like it's gonna matter, but believe me, it really matters if you're playing mages or hunters or something. And I forget every single time. It's ridiculous. 15 is the only situation where that happens. But at 30, you fight a dragon that has maybe it's 35. I think it's 35. You fight a dragon that has AoE, so you want to put your tankiest unit in the middle and then separate everything to the sides so he doesn't AoE the crap out of you. All right, so I'm at 49. I think I will sell the Tusk here to get to 50. And now that I'm at 50, the ball's going to start rolling. All right, let's put the axe is one of your more defensive characters, so let's put the shield on him. This reduces the armor of to the target, so we're pumping up our Lycan here. Lycan's a pretty strong character, so put it on him. And magic resistance, since we already have, oh, we don't. Items don't stack, so you don't want 2 robes on one character. So make sure you click on your character to see what he has before you start dumping items on him. All right, so assassins aren't a threat. Oh, so this disruptor is magic attack. So I like putting the items that cause magic resistance on characters that do magic damage. It makes sense, right? It's not rocket science. It's not a rocket appliance. Like I said, you're gonna have to go through here and check what's strong and what's weak, and these Slardars are really not working out for me. But I think what I'll do is I'm at 62. I'll start rolling. So D will roll. See how I have 5 characters here? If I press D, I spend 2 gold and the board rolls out for me. So you're going to be really tempted to roll below 50, but I'd really try to avoid it. That money just disappears and you don't get 50 gold to earn that interest, and you're sinking ship if you do that. So even if you're losing, just wait it out. It's definitely worth it. So the ranking system here, it's kind of tricky because it goes by who you beat. Like, I want to say that if you're in the top 4, you're in the winning 50%, but it doesn't seem to actually climb the ladder that way. Like, it doesn't let you climb the ladder in that way. It's not that that simple. I found that, so since I'm a knight 8, if I beat this knight 9, that's going to contribute to my rank. If I beat this pawn 6, because pawn's lower than a knight, it's not going to contribute to my rank as well. So, like, you want to win every time, obviously, but if you're interested in that ranking system, that's what I pay attention to. I want to be beating people with higher or equal ranks to me. Beating this pawn 6 means nothing. I've been in a game where I've taken first and all of them were ranked lower than me, and I was still knight 8 afterwards. Which is kind of frustrating, because it's a luck-based game. There's definitely some skill to it, but a pawn 6, if he's lucky just getting the best pieces and they're all combining, you'll lose to somebody who doesn't know the game at all. It's just, it's it feels like it's RNG based game to me. So this Voidstone, somebody died, this pawn guy, and his items was sent out through the map, and I so happened to be lucky enough to get an item from it. Okay, so I'm gonna start rolling here by pressing D. So I got 2 troll warlords. If I get a 3rd, I'm laughing. The troll warlords are pretty strong. And if you're using troll warlords, you really want the troll synergy, at least a level 2. So let's check it out here. 2 trolls, all friendly trolls have plus 35 attack speed. Now this is a high DPS non-AoE character, so by playing this by itself without that attack speed bonus, it's just, to me, it doesn't make sense. You could do it. I've seen it done. I've done it. But whenever I play this character, I do like to have another troll to synergize with it. The other trolls aren't great, but that bonus is so nice. So I'm going to sell my SF by pressing E, this SF right here, because I don't have any doubles, no nothing. I'm going to grab these 2 axes. So I have a level 2 axe here. If I combine this into another level 2 and then an additional level 2 after that, now I got 3 level 2s. That will increase to a level 3 axe, or a 3-star axe. So you can see how the progression of this game works based off of that. It's not easy doing it though. It takes time. You really want to be careful of the characters you're picking and looking around and saying, okay, see, this guy's got a Slardar 3 and I got 2 Slardars. And so I'm just waiting for a Slardar and he's already got 3 of them consumed throughout this game. So you really want to pay attention to what other people are doing. It's hard to do that while I'm explaining this game to you right now, but you do really want to pay attention to what people are doing. Okay, so I did level up, so I have 6 of 7 pieces. That's my fault. I should have 7 of 7. Let's get the warlord out there, and let's put some attack items on him. This is a really tanky character, so I'll put the plate mill on him, and I'll hold on to the void stone because I don't see any characters with an ultimate that needs to happen quickly. Oh, here we go. This character, his ultimate is really strong. It's like an AoE, and every time it's an AoE damage type. Excuse me. It does AoE, but it also heals you at the same time. So getting this ultimate off with this character is pretty strong. I always try to buy him up. And not only that, oh, I'm losing. Not only that, but he synergizes with this drow for the undead synergy, and the undead synergy is all enemies have 4 less armor, -4 armor, which is really strong for only a 2-piece synergy. So that's a good synergy to look out for. So let's keep rolling. Here's an axe, so now I got 2 level 2 axes. Oh, here's a Slardar. Now I got another Slardar, and you know what? I'm going to hold Alt, and I can see I'm 5 of 24. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this gold to level up because I want that Slardar out there. And I'm going to take back this Disruptor, and I want this Necro out here. And put the Void Stone on him because I want that all happening quickly. And I'll put the robes on him too because I think his ult is magic. See, he's just jumping around, so the way you have your board laid out against who you're fighting really matters. Like, you don't want him jumping around. You want him to be attacking and building his ultimate and building his mana to his ultimate. So this I lost by 3 characters who are at what, half-life or something like that. If I was set up better on my board, I probably could beat this. Now, it's hard to set it up. You can do it generally based off of what your pieces are, but it's hard to set up per what we're fighting against 2, 4, 5 characters. It's hard to set up a defensive offensive strategy based off of 5 different people. But once you're in a one-on-one situation, you can check out how their board is laid out and then try to counter it. So I'll just wait again. Actually, I'm going to roll. I got 58. Kunkka is really strong. He's a warrior as well. And I'm going to ditch the Ogre Magi and get the Kunkka in. The Kunkka's ultimate is a boat. It does AoE damage and it stuns. So you want CC in this game as well. Now the Ogre Magi doesn't really synergize with anything. He's a tanky character and he was good to start, but I think I'm going to sell him and get back up to 50. I'm not going mages, that's for sure. So that screaming was a Medusa. He turned all my units to stone. And it's a really strong attack. So I try to play Medusa quite often. Level 1 Medusa is kind of hard to use because it takes so long for the ultimate to go off. But if you stack them with good items like this Void Stone, it goes up quite a bit faster. But level 2 Medusa is really, really nice. Okay, so 62. Let's roll. I got rid of my Shadow Fiend and Ogre Magi's, don't need them. Don't need any of this. And I don't want to get crazy, keep on rolling and rolling and spending all my money because I'm not getting anything. You kind of get to a point where you're cycling this through the same units over and over again, and it becomes redundant and you're just wasting money. So I kind of make my decision based off of, if I'm winning a lot, I don't really need to be rolling like crazy. I should be saving my money for levels. But if I'm losing, then I start rolling more, and I want to get to a point where I'm at least winning 75% of the time. It doesn't look like I'm actually winning that often. I'm kind of mid-range here on the low end. So I'm going to start rolling more. Druid's really strong. Lone Druid's strong. There's just not many warriors right now. I bet you other people are going warriors. Like, look at these. 3 warriors, 4 warriors, and this is a demon warrior. So yeah, it probably wasn't smart to continue going warriors in this situation. But for now, I'm doing it anyways. Okay, so I have 2 troll warlords. And this IO, this is a new character in the game. IO can combine with other pieces as any 1-star piece on the board. It can combine with 1-star pieces at the board. So since I have 2 troll warlords, this will be my 3rd one, and I will use it in this situation on that. Oh, never mind. The freebie. That's a nice upgrade for me. Put that item on the Necro. This item, more max HP on the Kunkka, because I want that boat going off. I feel like I'm fairly strong here, but let's grab the troll. I do need the troll synergy. Techies is really strong, but it's not really working with this synergy that I have here. I'm gonna roll again. Nothing. Not much. It's not looking like I'm gonna place too well here. Typically I place like top 3. I'm actually getting pretty good at this. Now the upgrade I'm looking for is a Necro level 2. That'll make me substantially stronger. But I'm 2 Necros off of that, so it's not even close. Let's see, he's got a Necro as well. Okay, so the higher level you are, the better odds of getting better units happens. That's a terrible way to put it, but you'll see right here over the buy XP. Oh no, sorry, over the reroll pieces. The higher level you have, the better chances of more expensive units you can buy. So I have a 1% chance of buying of getting a piece that's costs 5, and the more expensive, the stronger they are, right? So let's see what you can pick up what I'm putting down here. I'm gonna buy the Doom. So in this case, the Doom is demon. So if you have 1 demon on the board, that's its synergy. If you have 2, it cancels itself out, so you only want 1 demon at a time. But he's also a warrior, so he fits in my synergy here. Now this guy's going mages, so I already have 6 warriors. So if I had 2 Nagas, the Naga synergy boosts your magic defense. Here, I'll show you right here. This guy's a Naga, the Slaughter. So 2 Nagas, all allies have 35% magic resistance. So getting an additional Naga in this situation would be really nice. And in fact, the Medusa is a Naga, so that would be really valuable in this situation. Okay, so I'm just rambling on here. Oh, I'm gonna use this IO. See, that's what I mean. There's not enough time. They don't give you enough time to sit in idle and try to figure stuff out. You gotta be fast. You need higher APM. It's kind of unique the way they did that. They could make it way more efficient and so much easier to use, and higher quality of life is the way to put it, but they purposely make it difficult to move items around, so you're wasting time. Oh, and because... Okay, so I got 2 Dooms and my IO here. So this will give me my 3 dooms. And I think I'll level up. You don't want to be dying. Like, I've got 14 life. I'm just about to die. I don't want to die with 50 gold. That's just silly. So let's roll it out. I think I will go the Enigma. Enigma's got a strong AoE attack. Now, the Necro's good, but in this situation, a level 1 Necro is just not going to cut it. The Enigma's so much stronger. So let's give the Enigma the items and pray. Because it is not looking good. And I still don't have this troll out because I just don't have the room. So you see what I mean? Like, I want to give this troll the synergy to have more attack speed, but I just don't have the pieces for it, right? Like level 10, if I could put it out there, but it just doesn't make sense. All right, let's roll. I think I'm gonna lose soon, so let's spend this money. Alchemist, Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's pretty strong. Another IO. Tide Hunter's really good. Let's get rid of this guy and put the Tide Hunter in. If I get another Tide Hunter and make it level 2 with this IO, that'd be a really nice improvement to my line here. So the Tide Hunter, it's got really strong CC. It splashes them up into the air and stuns them briefly. Ooh. Actually, I just seen this strategy. This item I used to think was useless. It instantly teleports the farthest vacant square in this column. So if I have a unit right here, it'll instantly teleport it to right here. So I thought that was garbage for a while, but now I've seen people using the Tide Hunter with it. So he'll flash right to here or whatever's open right in the middle of all their units, take a lot of damage, which boosts your mana, and then be able to use his ultimate to pop them all up. So it's actually a pretty strong combination. Oh. So here, see, I don't have enough time. I want to use this IO to get to level 2 Medusa. That'll give me the Naga synergy, which I was talking about for fighting mages, and its AoE, or its ultimate can turn everything gazing at it to stone, which is really strong. So now I'm starting to build some nice AoE. I got good defense. The troll is good offense. Like, I'm building a nice group here. Now I'm 9 for 9, so I do got to figure out what I'm gonna lose to put this in, but okay, here we go. Now I got Kunkka level 2, so now I'm getting really strong. Now I want the Enigma here taking a little bit of damage so he can get his AoE off, or his ultimate off, but I think I will use this IO to upgrade this. I can't lose the Naga, and I don't have undeads anymore, so let's get rid of the Drow. Ooh, axe. So I need 2 more axe for a level 3 axe. See, I teleported over to here and I'm just not taking much damage. This is a waste. Just based off of this specific enemy I'm fighting, so it's a good strategy, but it just won't work in this situation. So maybe if I put him more in the center, like the guy's lining up his defense and or his chest pieces more in the center, let's teleport to the back, cause some damage on it, and get that ultimate off. I'm doing surprisingly well. I thought it'd be over. I'm top 3. So my pieces really came together at the end. All right, let's move this guy here. I like that idea. Necro again. Necro's so nice, but it just doesn't make sense anymore. Lone Druid keeps popping up. Lone Druid is such a strong unit, but again, it just doesn't make sense in this synergy. It's a good defensive character with Lycan. Good defensive character with another axe with a summon. So if it takes a lot of damage or does damage, his ultimate is a summon, and summons are strong in this situation. Like, so if for every unit that I have left standing, that's damage to the enemy, and that's including summons. So if I stack a bunch of summoners, I'm doing more damage to his health bar. Oh, and see here, like I said, you can see who I'm fighting by clicking their portrait. I can see that I just beat him. By clicking their portrait, you can see who's who. Oh, I'm on a 5-win streak. So, right, see, now that I'm on a 5-round win streak, I get a win streak bonus of +2, and +3 is the max, so it's not bad. So let's roll for that last axe. There it is. All right, here we go. Axe 3, boys. Let's get the Demonite over here. I want the axe in the middle because he's so tanky. And let's get the Doom. I'm going to put the Doom over here because he's a very offensive unit and not super tanky, so I don't want him to die fast. I want him to flank. So let's watch the Tidehunter here and see if this Blink Dagger is actually working for me. So he teleports right to the back. But that's his Tidehunter doing damage to me. So you can see the bar moving up. Finally it triggers, so not the best strategy. I want that happening fast. Oh, I might die here. Okay. Oh, it's so close. I'm just gonna live this. All right, another one down. I'm getting top 2. Okay, I'm rolling everything I got. I don't even know what I'm going for anymore. I'm really not liking this. He's just not popping off soon enough. Like I want the Medusa to pop off sooner too, but what can I do? Just roll away. No. Oh, an IO. Oh, if I get one more Enigma or Tidehunter, I can use the IO to combo it. Lycan. Oh, I'm almost... Oh, see? This is level 33. I should have spread my units out. So I'm not taking AoE from this stupid dragon. I do this every time. This unit and the wolves. But luckily enough, I'm strong enough to survive it. Ah, silly. Oh man, I will use this. I will use this IO on a Lycan if I get the opportunity. Because I want that level 3 Lycan. Down to 10 gold, so it's not looking great. He's at 41 gold. Oh, there's the Enigma. This is a really, really nice upgrade. What's on here? Yep. I'm putting this Voidstone on the Tidehunter. Okay, this is probably as strong as I'm gonna get. I don't even want to watch my own board. Let's watch his. Oh, I didn't even get my Tidehunter off on him. Oh, this is not looking good. Oh, I'm coming back. Ugh, I'm not gonna make it. How's my board? Oh, it just crushed him on my board. Like, that's what's weird. Like, my board, I crushed him, and on his board, he beat me. Like, what? That's all positioning that does that. He's gonna be spending that money like crazy now, you watch. One more Lycan. IO. I'm selling the drow. Getting the IO. And I gotta do this fast. I got 16 seconds. So now I got a level 3 Lycan. That's a really nice upgrade. That might be enough to do it. See. I wish I was able to get the level 10. 10 is the max. But I just spent all my money rolling just trying to survive because I was so low. Alright, let's watch him again. See, this is bad. Yeah, oh, it got off. So that didn't happen last time. That might make the difference here. I don't even want to look at my own board. Oh, look at this. I'm crushing him. Oh, I crushed him on my board. Oh, 7 life left. See, he tried to hide in the corner. He's running from that damage. Oh, so close. I can roll here. I don't even know what I'm going for. Tidehunters? Like, I don't have enough money to do anything. I'm just wasting my money. I don't know. Screw it. Let's see what happens. It all comes down to this. Come on, baby. Alright, let's watch his board once again. Come on, Tidehunter. See how he's moving his position around? Oh, he got his Medusa off so fast. My Tidehunter got off before it died at least. Oh, he got me. So his position just crushed me there. Luckily enough, I beat him on my board, but so I don't even know what to do here. I want my Medusa going off earlier. I don't want to move the Tide Hunter or the Enigma. Let's move this over. Bet my Medusa in the front line. And that way, the damage it takes triggers her ultimate earlier. And I might get lucky. You know what? Let's take the Slardar. No. I forgot about this Naga synergy. That way her ultimate goes off earlier and I can CC everything. Oh, should I watch my board? Oh, not good. I think I'm gonna lose here. Oh, my board's look. Oh, look at this. I might lose on mine and... Oh no, I'm gonna lose here. Oh, no. Am I gonna beat him here too? I beat him over here. Oh, well, anyway, that's Dota 2 auto chess. It's really fun. Oh, look, my ranking went up from 8 to 9, so I'm happy with that. Anyways, leave a comment in the leave a comment below, and I'll be doing some video game giveaways and stuff like that. So if you subscribe, I'll randomly pick someone to give a giveaway to. You have to be eligible. You have to live in Canada. Unfortunately, that's all I deliver to at the moment. But yeah, thanks. Like and subscribe.